Let me tell you, I grew up, and as I said, I was raised by union members, just like the American middle class grew and was raised by the unions. And as the unions went, so went the middle class. And when many of the unions went away, so did a huge chunk of the middle class. That's why this chaos that's unfolding in Washington, D.C. should concern us. They're not just destroying each other, they're trying to destroy the rest of us, and we have to put a stop to that in 2016. But let's not forget that the labor movement itself was forged in the sweatshops, and many of those sweltering there, of course, they had a different kind of heat than they have in Washington, D.C. and elsewhere. They were women, they were young girls, not even teenagers. It was a sacrifice of young women, recent immigrants, mainly in the Triangle Shirtwaist Factory in the fire of 1911 that galvanized the labor movement and forced the formation of a committee of public safety and the passage of legislation protecting workers. That's our history. That is the history of who we are. Their sacrifice, their willingness to organize against great odds. Their fight is still our fight. And throughout the history, the labor movement, women have courageously taken the lead. Think of the traditional women's jobs, secretary, teachers, nurse, all these professions organizing, unionized, demanding dignity and respect for the workers, as well as proper wages and benefits. As women, you are the largest bloc of voters in this country. And in the last election, a 2% additional turnout, primarily by women of color, gave President Obama a 112 electoral vote advantage. Come on, 2%. That's your sisters, that's your neighbors, that's your co-workers. That's power. That's power. We give it away. The Koch brothers need to know that not only will you wear your colors, but you are going to wear them all the way to the ballot box. Proud of the president, I stand with the president, but let me tell you something, at a time when labor, organized labor is always blamed, always attacked for problems not of your making. I don't need to tell you the litany, you don't need to hear all of that, you know what I'm telling you. Unions are blamed for busting the state budget because they want to trickle down the economics. They want to give a tax cut to people who don't need the money, and then they want to blame the rest of us when they come up short, take away our rights, take away our raises, and make it all about us. And that's bullshit, and you know it. But we have a choice. We can make our voices heard, have an impact on public policy, or we can abandon the cause, abandon our legacy, abandon our duty to our families and our fellow citizens. But will that happen? No. Yes, the corporations, the bloated big businesses want us to give up, to feel helpless, to drift along and accept whatever tidbits they deign upon us, to drop. They want us to feel beaten and not worthy of the victories that we know come when we get out and vote, the victories that come when we go to the table and we organize. They want us to move aside. But are we going to move aside? No. That will not happen. That will not happen.